TikTok. The people who have the power to ban at the national level, that's the government. That's these people are not, they have demonstrated that they do not have a broad interest of every citizen in mind. And so the more we give them tools to smash things that we don't like, they are the tools with which they will smash us.
Can I just interrupt you for a second?
Sure.
Congress gave them a very important tool, which I have pivoted on, even in this conversation, Section 230. And Section 230 is the reason these companies were able to flourish. Section 230 says that the company that is publishing or making this information available
isn't liable
for what their users say. I mean, and which is how they were actually blackmailed into censorship. Because, hey, we're going to take your Section 230 away.
Well, that's always the thing. There's no coercion. It's like, okay, so let me get this straight. Like Debbie Wasserman Schultz, like berating people like a lunatic in front of the public.
She's great.
It's kind of amazing. It's like good for her.
Clip
like,
machine, man. This is clip
like
after
awesome.
clip of Debbie. She's great.
No better. But there is like you don't tell me that, okay, you've got the administrative state telling Twitter and the likes, we think you should look into this, do this. And then right over here is the FTC saying explicitly, we're going to break you up. Mm-hmm. And yet I'm supposed to say that's not coercion?
Yeah, that's complete coercion. But I mean,
it's like this is straight out of the mafia.
But if we
it's
actually
like, hey, I'd be ashamed if something happened to this company. My cousin Vinny back here has got to pay no attention to his. He's got that crowbar because we just came from the auto shop.
So But this of course is now the industry of America. And we took away the oil. We haven't really, but taking away our energy and putting it into Silicon Valley, and everyone has stock, and everyone lots of riches. But really, if we made everybody just accountable, for what you're doing, what you're publishing, and now it's easy enough for everyone to set up their own podcast, their own website. You don't need to be on social media. You can set up your own social media. Mastodon, it's $5 a month. And if that means that you have to be accountable for what everybody says for libel, well, then either you take that risk and you police it that way, or you don't. Or you just do it by yourself.
Have you thought through this? Because are you saying you want to take away the Section 230?
I literally at this moment, it comes to me as an idea that is interesting to explore, because you were talking about coercion. So literally we've enabled this, including the coercion, because we'll take it away, by Section 230. And what have we really gotten? Has it really been that great?
Well, yeah.
Is it working for us?
I think that the challenge there is there's the government, and then there's the government that nobody talks about until it meets them at their doorstep.
The administrative stage.
No, not that. All the lawyers.
Yeah.
So you've got your website, you've got your podcast. Section 230 says that, somebody leaves a comment on your website or one of your sites and it's got hateful language, whatever that's supposed to mean. I don't even know what that means anymore.
Well, we have to be, if we're going to take away 230, we have to enhance, the First Amendment. We have to say, hey, hate speech is speech, and it can be anything. Libel, libel is one specific part of the law that can be litigated. So,
but the question
is, if everybody kind of learned how that works and what you can and can't say.
But do you want the mass of ambulance chasers knocking down your door because a troll on your Mastodon federated server says something that happens to be libelous? Or do you want the person that said the libel to be responsible for themselves, and you are a platform? I think it's a question that.
No, I hear you.
So,
I hear you.
So let's change gears.
Okay.
For my son's generation, for young people, what is your advice to, especially the creative class of kids? Because there's a lot of kids now who are getting into Logic, getting into YouTube, and they see themselves as wanting to be a creator. What's your message for them?
Well, first of all, stay away from the Silicon Valley companies, because their model is give me all your creativity, you get nothing. You may think you're getting something, but it's a trap. The algos make you slave to upload more and more content. Look for other places to publish or distribute your creativity. understand Bitcoin and save a little bit. I don't care if it's $5 a month. Save a little bit in Bitcoin, understand how it works, own your own wallet. It's the future. You will not regret it. It's saving. It's called, if you buy a little, you can literally buy, 50 cents a day at some place like Swan Bitcoin, or even probably, there's all kinds of places you can set up automatic buys. Learn that. You will not, I promise you, it will be beneficial to you. Go to where people are in person. Don't sit on the systems, and whether it's school, if you can go into school, whether it's work, go in, be with people. It's a good time to meet people who are like-minded. Go to meetups, anything that is a community. Go to it in person. This is very important. This is where you're going to make connections, real connections that last, make human connections where you can really feel somebody and their vibrations and the subtle cues. It's just important. We're too removed. Stay away from porn. There's some bad. It's not the porn that I used to have. We had a little magazine in the woods and like, oh man, look at this.
Descrambling the Playboy channel. It's not that.
It's messing with your mind. It's messing with a whole bunch of things. And above all, if you're young, try and do as much as you can. Go crazy. Try as many things as you can. Now is the time. Now that you're young, now that you can rebound, maybe you can still rely on your parents. If it all goes horribly wrong, don't be afraid. Be brave. Be brazen. Go out there, find stuff, but do it in person, and try to do it outside of the systems that, whenever someone's promising you, like, come on, you're gonna monetize over here. It's gonna be, come on, baby, look at, I got some monetization in my coat right here. No, they do not have any goodwill towards you. That is not the model. Look at it historically. Look at the people whose money has been yanked, and once you get used to it, you got a car payment, you got a house payment, and all of a sudden YouTube says, no, you're not the flavor of the month, and they determine what's going on, then no. And also I would say, you don't have to be afraid of AI. The AI is never, I know computers, I know how they work. There's a great, Photoshop is AI if you want to look at it. Tools are everywhere to be used. Yeah, there's all kinds of tools, but it's not going to eat your lunch. It can, as far as I know, it can never take the creative humanity that comes out of you and comes from our creator. Go look at the award shows, even though no one watches them. All the hip hop guys, first, I want to thank God because He gave it to me. So that's, be open to that. Be open to the creative that flows through you, and don't give it to the enemy.
If you like this clip, we've got more where that came from. Be sure to watch the full video, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you won't miss our new videos as they come out each week.